Has the smartwatch battle been decided between Apple Watch and Android Wear, or can another system emerge as a competitor? The ticwatch looks to put a fresh spin on a touchscreen wearable, and I've spent the last week sporting it as my daily driver. Does it tickle my fancy? Only one way to find out. First of all, this is a really nice looking wearable, outwardly a finely brushed metallic casing with leather bands. The underside is clad in a dark plastic. While not quite as nice as recent steel watches, it helps provide wireless fast charging in the unique tickle strip. More on both later in this review. The round display is a 400 by 400 pixel OLED with respectable brightness, though it can still be difficult to read outdoors. The Onyx version, which we're not reviewing, covers that display in sapphire, which is an easy recommend for the $50 premium. A bevy of tech is on board, including a pedometer, heart rate monitor, GPS, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, mic and speaker, and the whole affair is IP65 splash resistant. The software on tap feels Android Wear adjacent, maybe like the love child of Wear and Tizen. On setup, you'll see Android is starting, and you can secure the watch using a pattern unlock on startup. Instead of the vertical sliding UI of Android Wear, each direction swiped delivers a different function on ticwatch. Swiping from the top down reveals settings, options, music controls, and your step count. Swiping from right to left opens the applet drawer, and here you'll find short interaction services like the health app, stopwatch, calculator, and a voice recorder. Swiping from the bottom up houses your notifications. You can read deeper or swipe the notification away. And lastly, a swipe from left to right opens the voice assistant. It's handy for web searches and looking up restaurants or point of interest details, but proved frustrating for things like initiating phone calls. Saying, "Call Marie Juliette Bagnell" always resulted in a web search for "Call me back now." Saying, "Call Marie" would move me to a text prompt asking me to choose between my wife, Marie, and my friend, Marie-Eve. While driving a car, it would be nice to have a voice prompt finish this interaction, as taking my eyes off the road to hit small text on a hard-to-read display isn't particularly great design. Happily, the voice recognition worked like a champ for replying to text messages. Coming from an Android Wear device, there was a little muscle memory retraining, but this layout isn't as complicated as Tizen's various menus. The watch can be used with both Android and iOS, but Apple's walled garden stunts a fair amount of the functionality for third-party wearables. Using an Android-powered accessory with an Android-powered phone just makes the most sense for maximizing your bang for buck. One of the more unique features is the tickle strip on the side under the steel. You can use this sensor to scroll through menus and notifications. It takes a minute to get a feel for it, and I find it strange that this strip does nothing from the main watch face, but it is an appreciated hardware control, which reduces the amount of fingerprint smudging on your watch face. The stock orientation, though, does look a bit odd, as ticwatch natively puts the strip on the right, so users wear the watch with the crown on the left, but that can be swapped in the watch settings. Wi-Fi is well appreciated for keeping me connected as I move throughout my condo, but this watch also falls prey to one of my biggest Wear pet peeves: that you receive no alert when the watch drops the Bluetooth connection. I really appreciate a leash function on other wearables. And for having the heart rate sensor, it's nice when firing up a workout, but constant background monitoring is appreciated on competing products. Also, it's just nice having health data tracked throughout the day and having more accurate sleep monitoring. Movement is important, but adding heart rate data to your step count for a whole day delivers much better insight on your activities. That last point might have something to do with battery life, however. ticwatch claims up to 2 days on a charge, and I really couldn't get close to that. Wearing this watch took me back to my first days using early Android Wear hardware, while watching the battery meter plummet during the day, nervously checking to see if it would last through the night. It usually would, but I would often be running on fumes by bedtime. The watch fully charges in under 80 minutes, so a short stint on the charger can alleviate some of that battery anxiousness. But instead of blending into my lifestyle, ticwatch often felt like yet another gadget I had to babysit or manage. So let's wrap this up. Where's that leave us with the ticwatch? There's a lot to like here. ticwatch delivers a fresh twist on Android-y smartwatches, and it's a well-featured wearable. The look well complemented my style, both dressing up and keeping it cash, and it more than satisfied the basics in delivering notifications and offering applet interactions. We're also not overly concerned about support, as this watch has received 3 small bug fix updates since it was delivered. We would like to see a bit more polish around some phone interactions, like initiating a call through voice commands and voice commands only. But chief among our concerns was battery life. If you receive a lot of notifications and are apt to use the watch more heavily in situations like commuting, this will be a charge every night kind of gadget. Even for that issue though, I liked this watch a lot better than I thought I would. It doesn't completely satisfy my list of wearable wants, but it's a well-executed companion delivered with style. by a team with some obvious talent. As always, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to this channel for more reviews like these as I continue my search for the perfect smartwatch, and help us out with some sharing on your favorite social networks. For Pocket Now, I'm Juan Carlos Bagnell, some gadget guy on Twitter and Instagram, and I will catch you all on the next review.